Welcome back to My Way.
Every single day I wake up, I think about cooking and what I'm cooking and who I'm cooking for or who's cooking for me. It's like the centre of everything in my life. It's the way that I show love, it's the way I receive love, it's the way I help people. It's just, yeah, everything to me. I'm Sarah and this is my joy.
Aptly named Joy Restaurant is Sarah Baldwin's love letter to the craft of cooking. But after reaching her peak at some of Sydney's best restaurants, she found that she was burning out at the boiling point.
There is a lot about chefing that you know is hard and you accept a lot of it as just, this is one of those hard things. I think burnout is what it's called. And I don't think you know that that's what's happening at the time. In Sydney, it was a couple of years of just non-stop working. Yeah, I guess it was very overwhelming, just getting thrown into this like whole new world of fine dining where everybody lives and breathes cooking and what they're doing in their restaurant. And that's all I thought about until I just thought, I'm not creative at the moment. And I don't think I'm happy right now. It's so stressful working in a kitchen where everyone's yelling and like rushing around and I don't know, you just can't enjoy cooking.
It's sort of like built for just making the food and not for the people inside of the kitchen.
And so I left Sydney saying I've got into uni and I'm done with cooking. And so I just cooked 1 or 2 days a week in a cafe and went to uni 4 days a week and just loved this like new lifestyle that I had. Then the balance kind of started going the other way. And then when I realised that, I was like, okay, how can I go back into cooking, but do it in a more sustainable way?
Smell that.
Oh, it's so good.
Nice, eh?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can infuse something with flowers like that.
Yeah, like orange blossom,
Oh, yeah.
like water.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Into olive oil.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, onto fish.
The goal was to do something that no one else was doing because it felt like I'd already tried to do all those things and it hadn't made me feel happy. I realised I had taken so many things from other kitchens that chefs had taught me that were just fine dining things that you do for reasons I actually didn't know and I never questioned. And so, yeah, for me, letting go of all of that real rigid style of cooking helped me develop what I like. We don't unlock the door until we've... All right. And then
Hello, how are you? Who'd like to come through first?
The end of 2018 was when the ideas started to happen. And my partner at the time and I were both fine dining chefs and we had been together for many years. And it was just a simple decision of, should we just open our own place? Literally just boiled down to one sentence of, we'll just find a small space and we'll just put graffiti on the wall, and if we have to sit on crates, then we'll sit on crates, but we'll just cook them food, it'll work. If it's cooking, if all we're relying on is our cooking, we can do that. So your first one is Hiramasa Kingfish. That's been dressed with some smoked soy sauce and lime juice. There's crispy mung beans, some bee pollen, and then fresh snow peas on top. I explain it as like an experience that is set menu, and I've already decided what you're going to be eating, and it is dependent on what I like cooking, done in ways that you probably wouldn't serve yourself at home. And it's vibrant, it's fresh, there's always going to be herbs and leaves, there's always going to be beautiful colours. I'm always going to have fun cooking and serving it. It definitely helped me fall back in love with cooking because all the pressure was gone from it and it was just food again, and it was just produce that we were turning into things. It like blows my mind to think about that being my job, because like when people say, what do you do for work? I usually do just say, oh, I'm a chef or I cook food. But like it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that.
And it seems like the joy is spreading. With only 60 guests per week, you may have to be patient to experience Sarah's creations, but they're well worth the wait.
Sometimes we joke about like renaming it stress or sad or like busy. But like ultimately it is a really, really joyful place to be.